We've been listening to this album for months, but this is it. We're at the end. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with The Who for our Who Wednesday video of the week. We're doing the last 2 tracks and a secret bonus track, and I'm not going to say what it is. You got to listen all the way through to see. Or if you're watching this after the premiere, you can just probably skip to it if you want. The last 2 tracks, Sunrise and then Rael, 1 and 2, and then there's apparently a bonus track within that song itself, and then I threw on another one too. It's been a very interesting album. Like I said, probably the last video and the one before that, it doesn't sound like them, but it does at the same time. Like when you listen to it like a second and third time, it's like, okay, yeah, this makes sense now. But I love it. It's very psychedelic, and you know, it's got this kind of transitions in and out of the radio things and stuff. It's very inventive. It's definitely Pete Townsend-esque now that I've listened to most of it, you know. So I'm very excited to hear the last couple tracks. Let's go. I'll link the Who playlist up there. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and maybe watch it all the way to the end. All the engagement really helps. I'm in the doghouse right now, so yeah, that copyright strike will do that. All right, Sunrise by the Who. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. Okay, Pete.
Sometimes I fear that this will go on my life through. Each day I spend in an echoed vision of you, and then again I'll turn down love, remembering your my every day is spent thinking of you all the while.
He's got such a pretty voice, man. I love Pete's voice.
The times I've let myself down, my head spinning round, my eyes seeing only you. The chances I've lost, opportunities tossed away and into the blue. You take away the breath I was keeping. Sunrise.
I love the inflection on Sunrise.
You appear in the morning, looks crab in my eyes, and then again I'll turn down love, having seen you again. Then again you disappear, my morning put to shame.
It's a beautiful progression. Wow. I wish that was longer. That was great. Rael? I never know how to pronounce this word. They'll probably do it for me.
Me, 'cause and chaos then will reign in our Rael.
Rael.
My heritage is threatened, my roots are torn and cornered, and so to do my best I home will sail. And so to do my best I home will sail. Now Captain, listen to my instructions.
Okay, Keith.
Return to
It's a
the
good roll.
spot on Christmas Day. Look toward the shore from my signal, and then you'll know it in Rael I'll If a yellow flag is fluttering sickly herald against the morn, then you'll know my courage is ended.
It's so psychedelic. It's crazy. Ooh, that bass.
But if a red flag is flying, brazen bold against the blue, then you'll know that I am staying and my yacht belongs to you. Now, Captain, listen to my instructions. Return to the spot on Christmas Day.
I wish Keith was a little bit louder, but the snare is great.
And then you'll know it in Rael I'll Crazy if he thinks we're coming back again. He's crazy if he thinks we're coming back again. He's crazy if he thinks we're coming back again. He's crazy. Anyway.
What the hell? That's such a weird sound, bro. Ugh. That was really cool. The secret bonus track in the Hall of the Mountain King. I told you. just for you guys. I had to hear this. Oh, yes. I can hear Keith great. Oh my God, John. That bass is nuts. He is killer, bro. I love it. Oh my God. Come on. They should have ended the album with this. Come on, bro. Fuck. Keith is going nuts, dude. I better chill, bro. I got it turned up all the way. I was digging that. My apologies. Oh my God, Ox, bro. That bass is so fat. Wow. How is that? How is that not on the album? That was the best song on. That was the best song on this side, at least. Even though that wasn't even on the side. That's the best song. That's better than anything on side 2. That's crazy. That was incredible. Oh my God, I'm so glad I picked that song. That might have been the second best song on the whole album, because there's still one, Tattoo. I mean, I Can See for Miles. That's still my favorite song from this album, because that song is just boom, mind blower. But that would come in like a very close second as my favorite, because that's just a raucous rocker from The Who right there. I don't know. I liked the last 2 tracks. That was very, I wouldn't say it was anticlimactic. Like, it had a nice little finish to it, you know, because it stopped at that Rael song. Right. See, I just heard them say it. Rael. I don't know, man. That song had some nice little. I guess the one before it, I'd say that Pete singing in that, absolutely fantastic. And the guitar as well. That might have been like a whole just Pete sort of thing, and it was just that was magical. I love when they can do stuff like that. And the song's called Sunrise, so I mean, it's got to be beautiful, and it totally was. I wouldn't say he painted a picture of an actual sunrise in my head, but I did get this very warm feeling from it, and a little bit of a mystical feel at points as well. I like that a lot. But then, transitions into Rael, and I liked it. I kind of liked the very last part. I guess that would be the secret track within it, like the last minute and a half or minute. I thought that was my favorite part of it. I wish they had switched that song out for like In the Hall of the Mountain King, and you might as well end the album like that. Just go crazy. It doesn't really fit the concept of the theme very well. So I kind of see why it'd be a bonus track just because of that alone. But at the same time, I think that was just incredible work from the boys right there. I mean, Pete, I don't know if Roger was doing anything on that, but Pete, Ox, and Keith absolutely own that track. And I mean, it's a classic, you know what I'm saying? Everyone knows that melody, and they completely own that track. That's the definitive version for me now. But I don't know where I've heard it other than, I mean, they play it at movies and stuff all the time. I don't think I've actually listened to no, if I've heard it in movies, I probably have heard the original. But I don't think I've actually ever sat down and listened to this, In the Hall of the Mountain King. I've heard of it though, obviously, and I've heard it plenty of times. That was amazing. I mean, they brought the house down there. I'm glad that I picked that one. There was a lot of extra tracks I could have picked from, and I said, you know what, I only have time for one extra one tonight, so I picked that one. I'm glad that I did. I'd say that was my favorite song compared to anything on side 2, and like I said, and then I Can See for Miles. And since this is the wrap up for this album anyway, I can talk about the whole album. That song is such a good song. It's been stuck in my head for miles and miles. No, seriously though, I have been listening to it a lot since we just did that video a couple weeks ago. It probably is like my second most played song on Pandora right now. I'm not even kidding. It's just like the perfect song to get you going. And I basically have very long days and nights, so I need stuff to keep me awake sometimes. That song has been my crutch. I'm not gonna lie, for the past like a week or two. You just throw that on, instant dopamine rush. You're just good to go, basically. And I will always appreciate listening to The Who just from the energetic drumming and just the whole rhythm section in general, because you can't say enough about Ox and Keith. They are such a duo to like pair with Townsend, and then of course Roger's vocals. They're just, like I always say, all main characters. And Ox was just incredible in that last track, bro. I mean, oh my god, so it was so low, like it was almost like not even picking it up. It was like, holy shit, bro. They're just so crazy. They're the definitive rock band, you know what I'm saying? For rock and roll, at least. So there's other bands I think that would be bigger, but like the Beatles or something. But I wouldn't say they were all rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? They had many faces. I feel like the Who have different faces through Pete and his writing process and how he grew as a an artist and such. But just for rock and roll in general, like these guys, they were just incredible, man. And they kickstarted so much too, man. Like they don't get enough love for the genre defining stuff that they have. Obviously they're huge, so they have a lot of accolades and a lot of love and a lot of fans, but I can't help but feel that they're a little underappreciated, to be honest. I know that every video I do for them, there's tons of Who fans that watch it, but they're not. I feel like, at least from my angle as a creator and the engagement on the videos, like the Stones, the Beatles, they all get more engagement for some reason, but the Who fans almost seem a little more devoted to the stuff than, say, the Stones. I don't know about the Beatles, but I don't know. I just I feel like they deserve to be valued more, and if my channel can just do a little bit of that, I'll be happy with that, because they deserve it. They deserve all the love, man. So from those tracks, obviously I'm going to pick In the Hall of the Mountain King as my favorite, but Sunrise would be right there behind it. And I like the last track, but at the same time, it wasn't my favorite on the album. And that's the thing, this whole album, it's had some ups and downs. It's a very interesting concept that they're playing around with. Pete has all kinds of creative ideas like that. And I think they nailed it on the concept. The execution of it, very good. I wouldn't say it's excellent on the execution. It would sound a lot better if I had done it all the way through, as always, you know. And I'm gonna do that now, so I can get it, you know, without interruptions. But the high points of this album are incredible. Seriously, it's some of the Who's best at points. But then at other points, it's a little forgettable. I'm not gonna lie. And you guys know I'm always honest. I got a comment yesterday about me not trashing. What do you say? I trashed a song or something like that. I just said I didn't like it as much, you know. Like that's how this works, you know. I have to be honest, you know, because I listen to so much music and most of it is good. So I'm always gonna say it's good if it's good. But sometimes we get songs that aren't my favorite, and I always say that, you know. That's kind of how this works. You got to have some kind of ethical code to it. I don't know if some of my ilk do that, but whatever. At least I'm weirdo like that. I've got standards. But yeah, In the Hall of the Mountain King, going on every playlist. This album, definitely, I'd say if I had to give it a rating, I would give it a B+. That's what I'd give it. Pushing an A- at points, at least for I Can See for Miles, you know. That's like almost an A+ song right there. Then yeah, I like maybe the rest of the bonus tracks are even better. I don't know. But that bonus track was great. Definitely the highlight of side 2, if you want to count that, you know, for the videos at least. I don't know what we should do next. We've covered a lot of the Who albums, but there's still, I think we have to do like a quick one in full. I think. I don't know what we've done from that. I think we did like one song from it. I know we haven't done all of the first album. There was one more. Not that we just did the Who Sell Out. It's the one with them. They're all on the cover. No, it's not it. I don't know. My phone dropped like 10 minutes ago, so I've kind of just been talking without the phone. And I did great, I think. Good job. I don't need it. But this album definitely has been a one that I'm gonna remember for a long time. You know, because we've done a lot of their albums, and some of them really stand out, and then some of them don't. You know, it's just compared to the other ones. I feel like this one's, the highs of it are going to stand out to me and stay with me for a while, because I Can See for Miles is definitely so easily the best song on this album, you know. But that's enough. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for watching, guys. The Who frickin' rocks, and if you have any suggestions on what we should do next, I was wondering, is there Who live stuff that's good? If there's any kind of like live stuff that's good from the Who, I know Live at Leeds, we've done a couple tracks from that. Is there any other live albums they have? If they do, let me know down below. I'm down to do maybe some live stuff next, since this album is over now. We're going to close the chapter on the Who Sell Out. Bye-bye.